It's the last night of the week, fellas. I'm feeling good, baby. Osita, hold on. Osita, calm down.
Fucking love this shit.
Okay.
Anybody who plays drums knows that I was just playing whatever that song was playing. I was on point with it. I was doing the shuffle. I'm in it.
I like it too, but calm down a tad. He said, I'm fucking ready for this shit. So is our guy, Cooper.
I'm so happy, man.
I am. So is our guy, Cooper Flagg. Our man, Cooper Flagg. He is
Cooper, the American flag. You got to say the whole thing,
Cooper.
Ron. Don't say it.
You're right.
The
American flag.
The American.
You're
flag
right. That is. I hadn't really thought about it. Really, it does. I got to do something else. It does feel Wakanda.
Yeah, it looks real Wakanda-ish.
Yeah, I cannot. Nope, that ain't it.
No, he's got it. But what about the over the head thing where they run down with the Olympics and just like,
yeah, Cooper, the American. Yeah, just had to workshop that one. No, man, Cooper Flagg stepping up. First half, he's got 18 points and four rebounds, couple assists in the first half. He just hit a shot at the buzzer, a three at the buzzer going into the half, and they got a 6-point lead. And Cooper Flagg's out here doing his thing, baby. He said, "Come to my tournament." He said, "This is my tournament. Damn it," is what old Cooper Flagg says. So shout out to Cooper Flagg. Yeah. He's what he said. Shout out to Cooper Flagg. Although I gotta say, first, before we get into Cooper, because I got some thoughts about Cooper.
You start off so sweet, then you end up so sour. I already know where this is going.
It's not. Well,
I feel like it's going to be sour.
I don't know. I just want to say first, Cooper, maybe I am potentially being sour.
Now you're going to take a shot at my haircut again for no reason.
I'm not. I like it. I just wonder how much you like it.
I think it's a great haircut, Serda.
I like it. I feel like it's flowing well. Feeling confident.
Those of you in the chat, how do you feel about Steve Serda's haircut? Does it look the same as yesterday? Do you see the difference? How do you feel about Steve's haircut? No, I just listen. I may be a little. This is one of those days where I have lots of regret. Not regret, but I feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. This is the day where I have my lawn man and my cleaning company, my cleaning crew and lawn man come in and they do work on the house, both of them. And the lawn guy is Juan and his brothers who come and take care of our lawn. And then the cleaning company is Maria and her sisters. And they come over, and I always just feel like I feel bad that I've reached the point where I have Juan and Maria both inside and outside of the house, and they're doing their things. Now we pay them well, honest work, but I look up there and I'm like, damn, I got Juan and Maria both out here. And
it must be an incredible feeling to not have to clean your own house.
It's really not an incredible feeling. It's if one of them's name was Jesse, and
you'd feel better about it.
I do, man. It's like I said, it's honest work. They do a great job. They've been with us for multiple years here. But when it's both of them and the outside, when I just have a house full of Hispanic people inside and out of the house, I just feel like that guy. And I don't I don't know. It gets to me when they're both. I'm better when like they mix up. If maybe Maria comes on Tuesday and Juan comes on Thursday, but when they come together
the same day,
when they're at the same time, they're there at the same time. They're at the same time. I'm just like, damn. Okay. Yeah.
Looking out over on. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. Can I say something that is poignant but might be controversial?
I'll be trying to help them, but I know that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. But go ahead.
So low key, the house that I live at, we have a gardener, right? We have a gardener, and this guy
What's your gardener's name?
I actually do not know his name. I have no clue. The people that I live with set that up. It is what it is. But he hasn't been here in about 2 weeks, and we've been wondering where. Huh?
Cut him.
Nah. It's not even his fault, buddy. He got picked up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
Weren't ready for that, were you, Ron?
Yeah.
He got picked up.
Yeah. I don't even want to say anymore, but yeah.
You're gonna have to make another. You're gonna have to get another gardener. Maybe not cut him.
That's not great.
You're gonna get another gardener. Well, that's happening.
That is happening. That's the thing.
That is a thing that is occurring.
It is very bad right now. It's not a great thing that is going on in our country at the moment.
It's insane.
Might want to move to Massachusetts.
For what? So I can get punched for saying y'all?
No, not you. I'm just saying those. Maybe you got a better chance of not getting scooped up.
Facts.
Which is sad. But damn, that's tough, man. Well, I think I probably got a idea maybe what his name was. Your gardener. Maybe it's
Ron. It was Ron. His name was
Ronald.
Ronald.
Sure. Ron.
His name was Ronald.
It feels like a Ronald. That's a good name for him. But damn, that's sad as hell. But
sorry if I killed the mood, y'all.
No, you ain't killed the mood. I was already in the mood. Like hell. Now you know what? Now I feel better. Hell, Maria and Juan and they family, they crew, they working,
they here. They chilling. They good.
They're good, baby, doing their thing. I just feel a certain kind of way on these days when it be happening when they in there together. See, I looked up. It's happening again. See, this is my thing with Cooper Flagg. I think they're doing a great job. Cooper Flagg has got about 3 or 4 commercials that are just running through this sucker. He's got the bingo commercial with, I believe, his grandmother. I don't know if it's his real grandmother, but on the commercial they say it. He's got a Gatorade commercial with Paige Beckers and now the torn ACL Juju Watkins. And then he has another one. And this is where I'm a bit disappointed in Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg, who you know I've pushed, Cooper the American flag, who I've pushed to be the star of this tournament. I said the NBA needs him to really have a special 3 weeks and to be the star of the tournament. And if he can do anything to create like a following the way that Caitlin Clark was able to pull off, this would be huge for the NBA moving forward. And look, he is starting it in these games, right? He had the ankle thing, came back from it, had a pretty good second round game last week against Baylor, and now he has 18 in the first half, and he's got a little moment there with the 3 at the buzzer from deep. So he's cooking. But they got this third commercial, fellas. And clearly, he has made the decision to take his shoe talents to New Balance. That ain't it, dog. That ain't it. Like, listen, you got it. No,
what's wrong with New Balance, Ron?
New Balance basketball is not the move. You got a chance. You got a chance, Cooper, right, to be the next big thing. All right. You got certain qualities, White, that can really really enhance more people to be behind you and be very different than is what is in the NBA. You got the game. You got a high-flying game. Yeah, right? Like you could dunk, shoot, and aggressive. You got that little swagger to your face and everything, too. You got something. You can't go to no damn New Balance. Like, what are we doing here? This is Jordan. This is Nike. And at the very, very end, it's Adidas and maybe Puma if they can put together some kind of a Steph Curry plan like Under Armour. But that's it. Do you know who is with New Balance? The very boring, non-talking. What is that damn boy's name? The Claw. Damn it. The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, the very boring, Kawhi Leonard. Yes, his nickname is the damn claw. Doesn't that? When you're thinking about
New Balance,
when you think about who's the face of New Balance basketball, Kawhi Leonard makes sense. You don't see Ant Edwards rolling over to New Balance. Hell no. And then they got Jamal Murray, the Canadian, who is at the number 2 in Denver, going to New Balance. You don't go to no damn New Balance. Come on, man. I know they probably could have put together a nice package. It gave you a check, got to you early. You don't even feel comfortable wearing those things. Like LeBron said earlier this week, what kind of shoes do you want to wear outside? You want to keep wearing New Balances? And I'll actually, as Osita did say, maybe he does like to wear New Balances out the court. Whatever. But this is to me is a mistake. Ain't nobody gonna buy them damn shoes.
Yeah.
Flags.
See, I feel like I totally disagree with you because I think this is Cooper Flagg knowing what his market is. White.
Know your audience.
You already said it. Yeah.
Always know your audience. Said it.
White. And Cooper Flagg, I mean, very, very talented basketball player. The odds are pretty stacked against him that he is going to be a generational NBA player. Very talented player.
Well, hold on. Why? He fits the bill of what we've seen as.
I get it. But how many white guys have we seen from Duke go to the NBA and be totally average NBA players? Like,
that's borderline racist. I would just like to point out and say so.
I mean, I'm just saying, like we've seen this over and over again. Christian Laettner, average NBA player. JJ Redick, average NBA player. Like it's fine. Cooper Flagg, he knows his audience, and maybe if he does go to the NBA and become an absolute bona fide superstar, maybe he had some swagger to New Balance. Maybe New Balance made him an offer he couldn't refuse because they saw, like, oh, Cooper Flagg could take us to the next level. We'll finally get out from underneath the Kawhi Leonard shadow where Kawhi probably doesn't even want to make commercials or anything because Kawhi is a weirdo. And so they want to capitalize on Cooper Flagg, and Cooper Flagg thinks he can bring some pop to New Balance.
I think Serda, I'm definitely going to have to agree with you on the knowing. I mean, but look, man, I said the same thing yesterday. Know your audience, dude. Like, white people wear New Balances. New Balances are for white people. And I mean, and black people do wear it. Don't get it twisted. I've seen it. I've seen some fly-ass New Balances out there. But this is an awkwardly lanky, geeky-looking white dude.
I don't think that's fair, but go ahead.
He is an average, boring looking,
I don't think that's fair.
Pimple faced,
he's got that
random white dude. Yep. Sorry, I don't know why I'm going so in on Cooper Flagg.
I don't either. I don't know why. But yes, he's going to have to clean up those pimples, but that will happen with time.
Hey, yeah, Accutane helps. But all I'm saying is that like that's who rocks New Balances, man. Like I feel like whoever his marketing person is did exactly what they were supposed to do. They looked at him and they were just like, what could I see this man wearing? Some New Balances, some crew length socks, some shorts, and a t-shirt and a fucking hat and a snapback hat. You know what I mean? That's his vibe. That's definitely the vibe he gives off. I'm sure that's what he walks around campus dressing like. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Cooper Flagg, based on what I've seen, it's not like he's out here. It's not like he's Tyler Hero. Like Cooper Flagg is New Balance.
Exactly.
That's completely unfair. Why don't we just have him wear Doc Martens on the floor then? If that, by the way, you guys are talking about it, why don't we have him out there in some Doc Martens room? It's just straight some Chucks. How about some Vans?
It would make more sense. It would make more sense than Timberlands.
What? No, I'm not asking him to wear Timberlands. I'm just
saying, if you're throwing out ridiculous things, I'm saying Docs would make way more sense than Timberlands. Timberlands are a notoriously, no offense, black brand. Nike, notoriously black brand.
What you two assholes are throwing out is ridiculous. All right, here, let me just say this. Do you see white kids playing basketball? Do white kids play basketball? Because this is what you guys are putting it down to. Do white kids play basketball despite Luka, who is signed with Jordan, and a lot of kids love his shoe? Anyway, do white kids play basketball?
Of course.
Do you sense and see them in New Balances? When you see white kids that roll, that play basketball, do you sense them in New Balances?
Probably
No,
not.
Okay,
But I do
okay.
feel like recently I saw somebody wearing some like pretty dope New Balance shoes. Like,
A6.
Look,
They were just saying you see him in A6
style a little bit.
Look. Plain and simple, he looks like a frat boy. With the Luka Jordan brand, they missed a chance to have every kid in Dallas rocking Luka's shoe. Because if it were New Balances, every little frat kid, all those little kids that you saw when they traded him, they were like, "Oh my God, Luka's gone." All of them would be rocking Luka's shoe if it wasn't a basketball shoe. If you give Cooper Flagg some frat boy New Balances, he is going to sell those like crazy. He's going to sell those like crazy. They're going to be like, "Oh, the new Lukas? Yeah, I fuck with those."
Yeah, right. I think you're right. I think that's a small, because first off, you got to get frat boys to the party to watch the sport. And the main people who watch the sport and participate in the sport are not banging out New Balances. All right? And I'm not they're not
You don't
banging.
have to participate. I don't play basketball, but I wear Jordans. What are you talking about? You don't have to participate in the sport to wear the shoe of the person that you like.
Yeah, but you don't. Do you wear New Balance basketball shoes too?
No, I don't wear New Balance basketball shoes, but you're making my point. I don't watch basketball like that.
Shoes, I would wear them.
If they were dope looking, maybe, but I'm just saying, like,
no, you wouldn't.
I don't. I mean, okay, I don't have a thing against New Balances. I just haven't seen a pair that I like. I haven't seen a pair that I like yet. I've seen a lot of fly New Balances, but I wear size 14, so it's kind of hard. I get in the territory of like everything I get.
Serda, what I want you real quick. Serda, what I want you to do, I want you to find New Balance basketball shoes, and I want you to put them up here. I want you to put those trash ass shoes up here and find them. But obviously, we're never going to get a New Balance sponsorship. But I want you to find some New Balance basketball shoes. Like find the Kyries or the Kawhi Leonards, not the Kyries, the Kawhi Leonards. Listen, to me, I think it's a major mistake for him to do this. I don't think that this is going to be pushing towards people, as you guys keep saying, that he is pushing to. No, I think the audience that he will be pushing to are younger kids. And younger kids aren't wearing New Balance basketball shoes, whether they're white, black, brown, yellow, red, whatever. They're not.
Well,
and
he hasn't made a signature shoe, though. Has he made a signature shoe?
He's not. It doesn't matter. There is not going to be a New Balance. It doesn't matter.
Brand New Balance. He's not pushing New Balance basketball specifically, just like New Balance as a whole.
But clearly, Osita, he has signed a deal with.
Oh, those are fucking hideous. Jesus Christ. What is that on the side?
Look how big of that big NB in the back of it.
Oh, my God, that's ugly.
Look at that. Are those Kawhis?
I wouldn't buy those, but I could see someone wearing them. They do have a very New Balance feel to them.
They look like the print of somebody who just got in a really bad burn, like a car accident or something like that.
Like it's that orange area. Yeah, that is
like a burn or something. It's just, and I can't look away for some. Oh, those are
that strap across. Come on, guys. Like, guys. Like, that's what I'm saying is he signed with them, so he is going to make a signature shoe. Listen, I am sure that they put him and paid him some really good money early and got to it early, right? And I think the best that Cooper could do is become the Steph Curry of New Balance and really do that. But still, that's not an impact. Oh my God,
those are fucking hideous.
Jesus, man!
Does he wear those during the game?
I know.
Does he wear those?
They do really seem.
No, I think he's got it.
Well, he's weird pattern on the middle.
No, he's with Duke.
So gross, dude.
Those are Kawhis. Those are Kawhis. I see the front that says Claw.
No, I'm saying, does Kawhi wear those during the game?
Yes. I was going to say, yeah, he wears his New Balances. So like right now, he's with Duke, and so Duke is sponsored by Nike, so he's wearing Nikes in games is what Cooper Flagg is doing. Now he's got to come up. He's going to make a signature shoe, man. New Balance just ain't going to have it. And not even just not going to have it, guys. The perception is something that, like, some spaces isn't fair. There's just a perception thing of, oh, who you with? New Balance. Look at them egregious, awful shoes. Look at him. That's who likes.
Kawhi likes.
Look how happy he is. Yeah, nondescript, just like my ass. Look at him. Just straight back normal ass braids right there to go along with them suckers. I just
What's wrong
think
with being a normal ass dude, man? Why do you hating on the normies? What's going on here?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm just telling you.
Not everybody got to be flashy and look at me.
I'm just telling you.
Like he played in what, San Antonio? I remember him playing in San Antonio.
I know you do.
By the great Greg Popovich, who was just like, "Hey, y'all going to be in HEB commercials and HEB commercials only. That's what you're going to do."
All I'm saying is he's just plain Jane, and his shoes match it, and he's not pushing. I like to see what his sales are. I just think this has to be a Nike, Jordan, Adidas decision. Okay, Serda, stop it. Stop showing these damn shoes.
More.
Okay, I know I asked for them. They're just
one quick thing though. I do remember this is like a thing I saw on Instagram, so it could very well be fake in the first place. But I remember someone posting up like a little infographic that said like Nike, Adidas, New Balance, and then like fucking Under Armour or something like that, right? It was what you get for your endorsement. So it was like, hey, you might get $100,000 with Nike for your first initial thing, but you'll make 10% off the top for X amount of years. Or with New Balance, you might make $700,000 off the top, or $700,000 a year for like the next 5 years, but you won't make any sort of percentage. So I mean, I'm sure the money was looking right. The money had to be right for that man to make that decision.
Oh, absolutely. I think it is. It is money based. I'm just saying, a guy like Cooper Flagg that's going to have the opportunities that he will have. I mean, this is going to be a marketable kid, right? We see New Balance has attacked him already before. I'm guessing this deal has happened either while he was at Duke or before he got there. He has been the most popular, young male basketball player for about the last 2 years.
Why? Could you explain why real quick, Ron?
Well, I just think I think he's first off, he's been really, really good. Mm-hmm. And he's been the number one player in his class for a couple of years. And Serda said this, but he is a guy that looks like a 6'9", 220 pounds, can run, jump out of the gym, can shoot. He looks like the next good big star. And it doesn't hurt that in that sport, this is a white star that is rolling through. And he went and really made a big name when he went and played with USA Basketball. And he was playing and holding his own against guys like Anthony Davis, guys like Bam, and things like that. So I think it's really jumped up. He's probably been the last big high schooler to come out like this was Zion Williamson, who had that kind of pub coming into it. And then he's had a year, which is continued, where I think he may be the National Player of the Year. So it's continued on. So he has been living up to the hype at every step. And I just think you have to make calculated decisions. I'm not saying LeBron would be different, but I feel like there'd be a different feel in some way if LeBron was rolling with New Balance. I think it would be a weird thing if KD was with Converse. I think it'd be a strange thing and hurt their brand. And I don't think I understand the part of you saying of, hey, Cooper Flagg, that's who they are trying to target. And I think they're trying to target young people. And you just saw those damn shoes. Those young people ain't buying those shoes. I think you've even backed off Osita, the frat guys. No, they're not buying those shoes.
They're not buying the basketball shoes, but I'm telling you, they will buy the walking shoes.
Yeah, but they're going to buy the walking shoes. I don't think Cooper Flagg is leading them to buying more walking shoes. I think they're going to buy those walking shoes. Well, now if Cooper was in cross country or something like that, I think New Balance would be a hell of a move. Like, hey, Saucony or Saucony or whatever you call it. Hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I forgot about Sauconys.
Yeah, listen. I think Cooper has a chance to be a big star. I just don't like this first step. I don't know if he can get out of it. You're right. The money has to be right. I think the money. I think he would have been, especially even for a future play, this would have made more sense. Like honest to God, I am scared to death of what his signature shoe is going to look like. And then I think it's going
to be super awkward and lanky and weird looking, just like him.
I just think it's going to. This is going to be rough. And I just, my bad for Coop. By the way, some of the games tonight, Alabama, good God Almighty,
nuts.
Yeah, that guy. Hey, I was talking to people. They was talking the over under for the total of the game was like 176.5. I said, with these two teams, y'all better take the over. Them jokers had 97 points at the 7:50 mark. 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Alabama had 97. I think that final was 113-88, and Alabama took their foot off the gas. They set a record with 24 threes tonight. Hey, them boys is insane out here. But again, this tournament is becoming weird and even more disappointing. Like, I thought, all right, now we're gonna get to more evenly matched teams. We got good teams because a lot of what we've been seeing is blowouts. I think these games haven't been close. They have been blowouts. Well, the first two games, as I just said, Alabama won 113-88. And then Florida won 87-71 against Maryland. Now, Arkansas is up 8 or up 7 in the at the half, and Duke is, well, hell, now they're up 12. Now they're up 12 right now, and it feels like we're going to continue to have ass kickings and blowouts right now, and I'm getting a little like this has been a very boring tournament.
Well, and there's just not going to be upsets every year. Like, I just feel
hell, can we get a close game? Can we get a close game that comes down to the wire?
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. And I think the first weekend of the tournament is always the most fun because that's when a lot of the upsets happen. That's when we get buzzer beaters and games that come down to the wire. And this year, it's just been a little bit of a letdown. I think it just happens sometimes.
You think Cooper Flagg is really taking advantage of his status right now at Duke and in the Raleigh Duke area? Like, you think he's winning big time?
He's cashing in
for sure.
How old is he? He's like 18, 19.
He's a college star who's about to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft.
He's cashing in. If his mama's smart, she's gonna hold on to him like Jaden's mama.
Like, what do you think his body count is this year? Just this year since he's been at Duke.
How many weeks are there in a year?
I don't know if he's got a girlfriend. I don't follow him on Instagram or anything.
I don't think that matters.
Situation is here.
I'm gonna say it's not as high as you think. I think his body count's probably like 4. Check that.
That's it for the year?
I think since he's been at
Duke,
for
this year, or for 2025?
Since he's been at Duke. So he got to Duke the beginning of the school year, so August or so, I bet. I think he may have had a nice little time early. Probably got 2 or 3. I think his body count is at 6 this year. I don't think it's as high as now. There's some other guys around.
I'd at least say double digits, man.
You think he's in double digits?
Yeah,
for the
sure.
year. For the year?
I don't think so, man.
Bro, I know what I'm
doing. It is only March, I guess.
No, I know.
Not for this, not for 2025, but I'm saying for I guess because the rate that Ron was saying is like
the basketball calendar year
for the school calendar year.
No, so since he arrived at Duke, I bet you.
100% double digits.
Yeah, he has to be at least at 10. At least at 10. That's crazy.
I don't think he's reached this point of I'm about to slut this thing out. Like, no, honest to God, when you were your first, honest to God, now you weren't a star. Now, I want to make it clear, Cooper Flagg is in a position that he could have sex every day. And probably a different one. every multiple times a week. He could have a different one. He's in that position of where he is. But just think about it. Your first year of college. You didn't have the thought of, maybe you did. Osita, I don't know. Serda, I don't know. Your hair. You didn't have the
I never really went to college, so I don't really have that experience.
But you didn't have the I'm ready. Even when you're 18, to have the I'm gonna get some every day. I'm about to be a slut. That came later.
Yeah, I was trying at that age. I was trying to get as much action as I possibly could.
Were you like you were in a like I'm gonna be a slut at 18? Like I was horny. Don't get me wrong, but
as soon as I was able to go to bars, I was at bars 4 or 5 nights a week when I was 20, 21 years old.
Yeah, when I was 18, 19, 20, anybody could get it. You know what I mean? Anybody could get it for real. But I think that now you kind of have to. There is a changing tide because you don't want some sort of slip up to happen, and especially somebody who's in the limelight like he is, to slip up and have some sort of like allegation happen later on. You know what I mean? You don't want somebody to say something crazy, so he might be careful with the shit.
Is that what you were thinking? And I know you're not in that position, but how much you think that's going through your mind at 18? Like
I think 18 now is different than 18 back then. 18 back then, when I was in college, bro, like the songs that came out were Asher Roth, I Love College, LMFAO, that Kesha song, Don't Stop. Like people were talking about like that movie Project X came out when I went to college. Like people were talking about partying hard, and now it's just like you see the remnants of like nobody wants to be Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to get that situation happen. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's hella careful. Young kids are hella careful now, as they should be.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. I think he's around not double digits.
I say double digits.
I think he's a little bit more than Tim Tebow's freshman year. There you go, Osita boy. I mean,
that song feels like church, man. That song feels like church.
I've never seen music hit people the way it hits you. My God,
man, I'm just built different. I'm built different.
Sort of smile is stuck.
I'm just very good at picking music for the show, and I love the validation that I get from Osita.
Makes you just really cream, doesn't it? Good for you, man. I meant to. I do want to get to Big O's heat check coming up here in just a bit. I did want to let you all know, man. This I'm fighting through it. these first 2 or 3 episodes of White Lotus has a very similar feel to me of when I was trying to force myself to get through season 2 of The Wire. This is the feel that it has for me right now, where it is moving incredibly slow, and I am giving everything I have, but it is incredibly slow right now. I mean, I it took me 2 days to watch episode 2. I just started falling asleep the first night, and I had to get in, and the episode ended, and I still don't know what the hell happened. I mean, spoiler alert, we come to the end, and my man is on the phone, and it seems like he is implicated in some sort of a money laundering or something. But I'm just like, what the hell's going on? And
just let it ride, man. Let it ride. Keep watching.
I'm trying.
It will
pretty
pay
much
off.
how I feel about every season of White Lotus. Like every season, I'm just like, didn't really need to watch that, but I keep convincing myself to come back.
Yeah, I was gonna see if you was just gonna agree with it, but say, yeah, I agree with you, Serda. Yeah, it is.
Look, man, every time I agree with him, man, he has some good takes. Every time I agree with him, you can't just be like, oh, yeah, y'all just agreeing because blah, 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 blah.
It's just,
you know what I mean?
man, it's beautiful, man. The honeymoon phase has not ended yet. We're 2 weeks in. The honeymoon phase is not ended. I just hope the first fight isn't crazy. I'm
an eye gouger. I'll let you know that right now. I go for the eyes. I go for the jugular.
I'm a beer bottle.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fair fighter.
About weapons.
I'm just saying. I just remember being at Gentleman Jim's in Nashville, Tennessee, and one of my homeboys looked like he was about to get into it. So what I do is I just slide into the darkness and just slide into an area where I'm not visual. And maybe you don't know I came with it. Maybe you didn't. But I'm just sliding in the back, and I got a beer in the side just in case.
Yeah.
When it comes to verbal altercations, I generally hold back because I feel like words hurt more sometimes. But
an eye gouge or a beer bottle.
Go at 35.
Hey,
I'm not looking to get in any fights, but when I was young, I could have been accused of being a violent person at times in my life. I have broken several bones because of fights like that.
Your own or someone else's?
My own, but
okay. I was just like,
Serda, you look like a
like I have broken bones in my hands multiple times.
You look like a punch a wall guy. Like you do. You look like I get
maybe
mad
when I was like high school, but I mean not now. I'm much more calm. But I definitely when I was younger, I was not afraid of getting in a fight at a bar or something, which is not something I would go out and look to do at this age.
Yeah,
I have a friend who's 40, and he'll hit me up and be like, "Man, I was at the gas station, and this dude said something to me, and I punched I just fucking made him swallow his teeth." I was like, "Why, dude? You're like 42, dog. Chill out."
Yeah,
like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
I'm not interested.
That's not called assault, dog.
That's not my get down. I've been around cats where you go out with them and like.
Oh, yeah.
All right, they want to fight, but I'll just end it. I'll just end the deal, like, because you just don't know. You don't know who's with who. You don't, and obviously growing up in a space where, hey, a lot of people ain't just fighting.
Yeah, this is Texas,
this is Kansas City. This is Nashville. This is wherever. Like they ain't fighting, so it's just like what, like, because there are dudes that just want to go out. They get out there and they get some drinks and they want to fight. They're picking.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, some people may call me disloyal or whatever. Like, if you're one of those friends, if you're that guy, like, and you show this as a lot, hey, I'm gonna walk my ass away, man. I'm gonna let you have that, dog. I'm not just gonna fight I'm not just gonna fight everyone. I'm not one that every time we go out here, man, I'm just dropping them. We all got to fight because your silly ass didn't step behind the bar and try to steal some Tito's vodka, a Tito's vodka bottle. You tried to steal it, or you'd have gone.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I know. My old roommate would do that. Shout out to Tone, or you want to go up and just grab chicks' asses while we're in the club, and now they're swearing like, nah, man, I'm not just rolling with that. All right, we do it every night. It's always a an interesting segment to say the least. Let's catch that heat check.
All right, guys. Tonight's heat check is one that's, I'm not going to say near and dear to my heart, but it's more music oriented. I kind of want to talk to the congregation today about forgiveness.
Oh boy.
All right. Forgiveness is a thing that we should all strive to achieve because, as we know, God forgives. God forgives, And I feel like as humans, we should learn to forgive more. I feel like after someone's done something messed up, I get it. You want to hate them. You want to hate them forever. But I mean, after a certain point in time, you can't hold that grudge forever. And that person has, turned their life around, done everything they can to be a better person and stuff like that. You got to forgive them. And today I want to forgive Yolanda Saldivar. For people that don't know who she is,
I'm one of them.
She is the lady that killed Selena.
Oh no, I'm not forgiving that bitch.
See, dog, I don't understand, man. I don't get it.
Look, and I hate and listen, and I got a problem with the actor too.
I am Mexican, all right. We're not forgiving Yolanda.
No, come on, dude. 30 years, bro.
My mom made me go to Corpus Christi, Texas with her when I was a child to see the Selena statue. Because that's how important Selena is to Mexican families.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be laughing that hard.
Y'all ain't related to her. Y'all didn't know her. A lot of people weren't even alive when she was alive. And there's people talking about she had, for those who don't know.
Is she alive still, Yolanda?
She's alive. She had her first parole hearing today.
Right.
Her first parole hearing so she got sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. It is 30 years on the dot. 1995 to 2025, right? Today was her parole hearing. She got denied. Now I get it. Keep her in jail for sure. She did something messed up. I completely understand. But people that were in her prison are saying that there is a bounty on her head if she were to ever leave said prison. That's what's crazy to me. That's the part that we need to forgive. We have to be able to do better.
I'm not wishing for her death. No, I'm not wishing for her death, but I'm just saying, man, I can't do Yolanda. The actress who played her in the Selena movie, I have an issue with her because she looks too close to like that lady. and I have always despised that actress because she looks too close to her because I think it may be the real person that she's been out the whole time. No, man, I all right, I get the forgiveness. I don't want her out. No, I want her to live her rest of her days out there.
And I don't know the circumstances of this bounty, or
I don't want her. I'm not wishing
who's cast this out into the world, or what the worry is here. But also, further proof of how important Selena was to Mexican culture.
Y'all really talking about anything for Selena's, huh? Like anything for her. That's crazy, bro.
That's when she died in 94. I was 5 years old and I remember it because it was such a big deal. Everyone in my family was crying and sobbing.
I imagine that Yolanda has had some close calls.
Oh, she probably got her ass beat on the daily. Every time I see her,
yeah.
Put hands on you.
I would imagine she's had some close calls. She's had some people who there have been some plans that maybe have not gotten worked right. And I'm not listening. I hear you on the forgiveness thing. She don't need to be out nowhere. If that's got to
I'm not saying she got to be out. I'm just saying, look, forgive but not forget.
It is. You're right though. When I have to forget, when I hear that name or see that face, and listen, Selena was not, or Selena's wasn't as important in my household as it was yours. I just saw Jennifer Lopez in the movie. That's how I learned of Selena's. And I saw her in the movie. And
as anyone who wasn't Hispanic in the 90s did.
Facts. Yes. I thought Jennifer Lopez was Selena for the longest time.
But it is weird when you bring that name up. Fuck her. It's that day. That name is straight up now. I mean, I don't put her in Dylan Roof territory, But I mean, I am just Dylan Ruth, the one who shot up the church in South Carolina.
Yeah,
I don't put her in that category, but I don't know. I certainly no. Fuck that. That's the first thing that came to my mind as soon as I heard you say it. Oh hell.
Yeah. So I run my hot takes by my best friend Greg. Shout out to Greg Favor. He's an awesome person. And he's Cuban. And so I was just like, hey man, like I got a hot take for today. He was like, what's up? And I was just like, how about forgive Yolanda? And he was just like, the fuck are you talking about? Like he literally fucking went man. Fuck wild, boy. He was like, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking crazy. What's wrong? This man has never said a bad word about me a day in my life until today. He was just like, dog, fuck you, dude. I was like,
I might have to go a week without answering your calls or your texts. Like I need a week.
It's like Selena was like Hispanic people's Beatles. Well, like that's how big Selena was in Latin culture in the 90s.
Yeah, but I mean, like the guy who killed John Lennon, I mean, he died a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure he died like not too long ago. But like, did we really give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? We weren't
he would.
I mean, I would have cared if he got out of prison.
We're gonna spin the block on the prison as soon as he fucking gets out. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But John Lennon to his people wasn't Selena's to her people.
Okay. Are we mad at Marvin Gaye's dad or the girl who shot Sam Cooke? Like,
yes. Marvin Gaye's Marvin Gaye's dad. Marvin Gaye's dad's a little tough because it's the dad. It's the dad.
Okay, so it's a family member, so it's a little different. I brought you into this world so I can take you out.
Who is the black version of that? Like the black version that was murdered. That it is hard to. Like that,
bro, I mean, if you want to talk about black people that were murdered, we can do that. There's a lot.
That doctor who many people believe did in Michael Jackson was maybe running out for his safety for a bit.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. And look, to be real, look, this is gonna sound so bad. Rappers get shot all the time, dog, and we know who did it every single time. We have found out who've done so many things. And we're not like, I mean, they're in jail.
Do we know all of them?
We don't know all of them. We never find out all of them.
Do we know some of the big ones? Yeah,
we know a few of the. We know a few of the all right ones. You know what I'm saying? The especially the more recent ones. It's like a lot easier to find out. You know, but are we sitting there saying like, as soon as that person gets out of jail, I'm gonna go get that motherfucker? Blah blah blah. No,
I think there might be some. And
I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. That's one thing about me. I'm not Ron. I can admit when I'm wrong.
I admit when I'm wrong.
Ooh, I have not seen that yet, sir.
That's a lie. I will, and listen, I'll do this. Osita, you was right about something.
Can you say that one more time? Clearer into the mic.
No. The people.
Hold on. Look, hey, your internet's a little, the connection's a little fuzzy.
I don't think it's gonna be like a validating thing. He likes to do this.
First off, Serda, sit back with your disappointing haircut. All right, that was low. I'm sorry. I was cornered.
A shot for no reason.
I was cornered like a badger. No, you were right.
Oh, I heard it. This what was I right about though?
This Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James thing has reached really stupid phase, and it's reached like the stupid phase of when the comparison you were making a lot yesterday, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. It's hit the like there was a point there where it was like, all right, this is getting kind of personal and stupid. I feel like we reached that point because like yesterday, I mean, we got. So LeBron did his deal on McAfee, and Stephen A. has lost his mind and did he has done multiple hits afterwards. He did a hit on his own digital platform, which he lost his mind and came to a point where he said, I don't even know where he's getting at. There was no energy where he hit LeBron with had that man have swung on me. He said, had that man would have touched me, had he had touched me, I'd have swung on him immediately. What are we talking about, Stephen A? Why the hell are we going there? So he does that, He says a multitude of things. By the way, this is an objective, supposed to be an objective. Oh God, save this part. Save this part, sir. I'm not ready for this yet. I am not ready.
I'm just saying. Stephen A. Smith's ready. He's ready to throw hands.
Stop this. Stop it. Not yet. Not yet. Please let me walk my way up to that one. Yeah.
Well,
show me this.
He'll get
show me that,
up, bro. He will get his
anybody who
will get his head knocked off his shoulders fucking around.
Yes. Anybody who crazy. If we watch that again, anybody who has a right hand is knocking out Stephen A. Smith. But he said a few things. Like, he's supposed to be an objective commentator, right? He works and covers the NBA and the NBA finals like he is in the studio show for it. He came out and said he's two-faced it. He's two-faced it. And he's conniving and passive aggressive, and that's why I don't like him. And he don't like me. Like, whoa, like, what are you doing? Like, you come out, a person you're supposed to be objective about that you cover and come out to him. I don't like him. Like, he went on, and so then it went around hey, had that man put his hands on me, I would have swung on him immediately. That went around. And so after LeBron hit that game winner last night, he saw it. And then he went to his IG, which he has, 25-something million followers. And then he posted this video that Serda's been showing about Stephen A. Smith, that Stephen A. said he would swing on him. Stephen A. He posted this video.
Let's run that video.
And I got so many questions. One, come on, man. Protect yourself. Get that arm up, please. And what are these punches? What are these? And to me, is if you see, he takes a deep breath in one of these, like he is really bringing it. Again,
that's it right
there. He takes the deep breath. And first off, where is he?
Silly.
Where are they? Look at this long carpet rug. Hey, man. Stephen A. Smith,
somebody's basement. Like,
Stephen A. Smith makes too much money to be in a house doing stuff like this with those blinds and that outside thing right there. Right there. That looked like something in the basement of the house I grew up in, where he's got that slide door to get out with them blinds that come all the way across with the one.
And he got that Walmart Mr. Pac-Man looking ass thing over there.
Yes, and this long rug, and then
obviously been walked on a crazy amount. Look at how fucking worn in that shit is.
Yes,
is
and
that
then
rug or tile. Like,
I don't know. I don't know what's going. And then again, neither.
I mean, that's just the rug design.
I think it's rug over the tile, and then the two of you. Neither one of you are dressed for what it is that you should be doing. If I got somebody training me to box, this ain't the outfit to where I don't even know what the hell he has on. And then that damn sure ain't workout gear. You got on them. I'm about ready to sex up somebody gray sweatpants to go on with that wife beater.
It's not even a real workout though. Like these boxing classes and stuff that people take, like it's that's real. Like you're moving and you're sweating. And
is that his uppercut? Is that his uppercut? Jesus.
Look at the freeze frame once it goes over again. Like
it's like LeBron. This was taken just for like clicks. Like this was taken just to be like, oh, I box.
Well, no. Listen, once you watch it back, you don't put it out. Like somebody got a hold of this and did this. Right, like so after this, he put this out. LeBron put this out and just put the laughing emojis beside it. Then Stephen A., who I believe celebrated because he gets to squeeze more juice out of this. He then took it this morning, the first take, and he had an explanation for this. He did admit this video is embarrassing, and he said, "But this was 10 years ago, and I was having rotator cuff issues." He said, "I can assure you that's not how I throw punches now." And I'm like,
this is just like him threatening Kevin Durant.
Hold on.
I love the still that we have of him where he's just like focusing, just looking like a mole rat. Just
But Serda, he said he acknowledged that this video was done over 10 years ago. What do you think? You've now slid into your prime? He's 58. That video was taken when he was 48. Now he said, I can assure you that's not what it looks like now. What do you think? We believe it got better? You didn't go from 15 to 25. You went from 48 to nearly 60. Like, he came and made threats. He said, I want people to think that's how I box. No, motherfucker, we know that's how you box. We're looking at it.
I think he's trying to run on the strength of, like, you know how they have like old men strength that they say, hey, don't mess with them old.
No, you ain't got it.
They'll knock you out on muscle memory alone. You know what I mean? This isn't one of those cases.
No, it's not. It's that deep breath. Yeah, but listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, this is getting silly. Like, it's getting silly where they're going, and now, like, Stephen A, I think at the beginning crossed the line, questioning his parenting. And I'm gonna tell you, you all know I'm a huge LeBron fan. I don't love how LeBron has handled this. I think LeBron is adding to this now. He knows what he was doing when he went on Pat McAfee. He has his own production company where he could do things, and he could have done all of this. He could have done an episode on The Shop on doing this with HBO, which he has a series with. No, he went on Pat McAfee, somebody that is on the same network as Stephen A, that is on ESPN, but ESPN does not have any say-so in his content like they do others. And he went on, and also Pat McAfee and Stephen A have had some kind of shakeups here a bit, even though Stephen A said he had no ill will to Pat for anything that happened in the interview. He is calculating what he's doing, and when he did this, I know that, and I think he has added to this. I just think this is getting so stupid right now. And now Stephen A ratcheted up another notch this morning also while he was explaining away that boxing video and trying to convince us that now 10 years later, he is better than what he showed there. He then went on to take shots like to say, I know a whole, Stephen A, I know a whole bunch of stuff that I ain't never brought up. That's personal. Oh, yeah, I ain't never brought up why you didn't attend Kobe's memorial ceremony. Meanwhile, there are photos around that he was there that LeBron just didn't want to be caught on camera. But even if you say that, why wasn't he there? What do you know? Do you know the personal reason? Then he went on to say, hey, I didn't even say nothing. Why? One of the guys who's supposed to be your brother and Dwayne Wade, that you flew out of the country 2 weeks prior to him going into the Hall of Fame, but you wasn't there for one of your brothers getting into the Hall of Fame. Like, I'm just like, what in the hell are you doing now? Now he is taking it up a notch. He's called him a liar. You're a liar. All this. He's taking it up a notch. And I feel like LeBron's probably going to respond to the Kobe stuff. And he may respond to the Dwayne Wade stuff because now you're across the line again. You were so right. This has such a Kendrick Lamar and Drake feel as this thing is bubbling past it. I know this may sound crazy, especially for what we do, because I'm telling you every night right here on the Nightly Fix, please like and subscribe. Please hit our YouTube channel, like and subscribe, please, as we need you there. But if I'm Adam Silver, the human penis, who is the commissioner of the NBA, if you don't know what Adam Silver looks like, he looks like a human penis in a suit. Go look at it. You will understand. I think it wouldn't be crazy. I heard Elmin El Hassan say this earlier. I don't think it would be. I think it actually would be smart if he sat down, and I think he needs to have a conversation with both of them. I think he needs to hit. Hey man, we got to calm this down. This is getting crazy.
Here's my thing, and I said the same thing with Kendrick Perkins and Charles Barkley. I don't like tough talk. If you're going to talk tough talk, either do the thing that you say that you were about to do, either throw hands, or in their situation, because I'm sure there's money on the line and all these things, maybe we can get a celebrity boxing match. But don't talk like you're about to do some shit and be like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I would. That's lame. That's so lame. I don't like that.
Yeah, look, I don't like that. Stephen A had the audacity to call LeBron petty. Look, LeBron very well may be petty, but don't act like he just sitting in here being petty by himself. I think the move to go on Pat McAfee was petty. But don't act like you didn't start the petty. Don't act like you ain't been hitting the petty. That man has gone on 7 or 8 different podcasts. Hell, he might go on ours next to talk about the LeBron confrontation with him. He's talking about it every day. He did 17 minutes to start First Take about a response to LeBron's 3-minute conversation about him on McAfee. I think Adam Silver needs to sit down, because this is Adam Silver has his number 1 most popular player in the sport, and then the number 1 guy who covers the sport, who also works for the network that you are partnering with. And these guys, like this is becoming a story. And I know there's the deal of there's no bad pub, but for them, man, this is getting out of hand, because this feels like it's getting personal. And now it's getting to a point of like, hey man, what are y'all doing? As you said, OC, it's like ain't nobody about to fight nobody. Like, what are we doing here? It's not about to fight anybody. Why are you bringing up? Why are we bringing up?
Do it. So why are we saying it?
Why are we bringing up? Why are we bringing up family? Why, like, it's and the dismount today of Stephen A is just wild to me. My man hit him just like this in the camera. Now look here, LeBron. I've been here covering this league before you even got in the league. And in case you missed it, I did sign a new contract with ESPN, which means I'm going to be here for quite a while. And I got here and been doing this work before you got here, and I'm going to be doing it long after you leave. But you know I got a new deal, which means you're going to have to deal with me for a very, very long time. Let's get back to First Take. I said
he's a showman. He's a showman. He knows how to put on a show. That's why he's the best.
I said, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah.
Because he just said yesterday, when you retire, wait till you see how much I'll talk about you, because at that point you won't matter. Fool, do you know how long Michael Jordan's been retired? And you talk about Michael Jordan every day. What are you talking about? But that fool, it was just like, you remember this one, Serda, when he hit him with that, hey, Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You don't want to make an enemy out of me.
Just threaten Kevin Durant on live television.
I promise you that. Like, talking about, man, I couldn't believe it. This dude is wild, man. I mean, he is insane. Listen, for us, this is becoming the top story. But like, nobody even was talking about LeBron's game winner that he hit on ESPN. He had a buzzer beater, his 8th of his career. Nobody's talking about that, because all they're talking about is Stephen A. Smith and LeBron. And if I am Adam Silver, the commissioner, like, this is too much. There's some drama. This is drama moving off the court. This is too much. I think he may need to sit down and slow this up, because like somebody has to stop. And I think LeBron may, but I don't think Stephen A. wants to. I think Stephen A. desperately wants to continue this, because he is getting publicity from this. He is getting eyeballs. I bet you his First Take episodes and his digital platform, I bet you those numbers are through the roof since he has had this thing when LeBron walked up on him. They got to chill this stuff out, man. No, it's getting too much. Osita, take us home.
All right, guys. Well, speaking of people who are definitely fighting above their weight class, so I was in love with this French girl, and it's a beautiful thing. It's definitely a beautiful thing.